Petition to name Nicole's baby Baby Dave. Yo, 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 hit the like.
You never know until it happens. Ain't a thing you see coming a mile away. But suddenly lightning somehow got into the bottle. Now you need to move fast to make it stay. You should hurry to love him now. You should hurry to love him now.
Hi, Dave. My name is Hani Roche. I am from Cuba, but I reside in the Houston area. I have a baby. He's in the background. Thank you so much for all your hard work. You have actually helped me through my stay-at-home process. I'm a former teacher staying at home. I have a 5-month-old baby. Anyways, back to the story that you were sharing today. I think that is all crazy. All those receipts that those ladies were sharing, all that information. But I do have to say that if I was in their position, I would have never gone to a famous person like Reality Steve and share all those pictures and messages. I just think that, you know, if he is an asshole, karma will take care of him, and we are no one to put somebody in a public platform like that. I don't know. I just don't feel that it's right to go and tell everyone that he is a bad person just because he lied to you. You can keep that to yourself. And I don't know. I just don't agree with the whole situation of sharing this with the entire world. It sounds like a little conspiracy theory between the two of them. Now, I'm not saying that he did right or wrong. I don't agree with what he did. Would have never done that. But that's just what I needed. Thank you again. I am sure I went over the minute. But yeah, I love all your shows and your channel in general. And now I'm getting nervous. But thank you for all your support.
In a world with no production value, a man decided to recap The Bachelor. And now, available only on Patreon, you can see Vintage Dave.
Okay, hello, this is my first review of Bachelor Season 20 with Ben Higgins.
Who would you be if you didn't try?
He met this girl out of his reach. Now they're engaged up on some beach. Twitter.com's got his own hashtag. But does he have that swag? Girl, you don't even know. Girl, how far we can go. Girl, you don't even know. Girl, how high we can go. Telco satellites in outer space. $1 billion all back at his place. He's picking up the keys to his Jag. But does he have that swag? Girl, you don't even know.
Dave.
I highly suggest.
Girl, you don't even know. Girl, how far we can go. Girl, you don't even know. Girl, how high we can go.
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know.
Wow.
I have been wondering this so much lately. Like, how did Dave Neal rise to prominence in the YouTube space when there are so many women who cover the show with such thought and nuance?
In a world of mediocrity, where the cocktail parties keep getting canceled, a power recap empire like no other. Prepare to digress. Prepare to be disgruntled. Prepare to be informed. Prepare to be entertained. Oh my god. Rise your finger up and onto the like button. Prominent this video an odd number of times. It's time to rise with prominence with Bachelor Nation News. And your host, the one, the only, Dave Neal.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, week 6 of The Bachelorette is on its way. How's everyone doing today? Good to see you. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host. Bachelorette recap, a guys review, and a live stream party today. 6th week, 2 women, boatloads of bros. Who's gonna get the rose? Nobody knows. All right, big shout out to Bruce there for the intro video. Just killing it today. Oh, and we got some good energy. Let me tell you something. I took a shower for you guys, all right? Don't think I'm not trying. I got the nice rose-colored glasses, the rose shirt, and 101 people in the chat. Hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you're doing for dinner, what you're doing for tonight's episode. No spoilers. We'll just discuss what will be going down tonight. I've got some trailers to play for you guys. We'll play some of those. We'll get after it, as it were. And good to see the positive vibes happening in the live chat right now. We got it going on, and the ladies have it going on, hitting us with that denim look. I bet you it was 110 degrees when they shot this photo, but you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do for the shot. There's Rachel being like, you know, sweating underneath the concealer, whatever. You know, pain is beauty, they say, right? She's got the eyebrows combed up to the temples. She's ready to go. Got the mom jeans on. Oh, we got a rip there. Get some wardrobe on that. And of course, Gabby's hips don't lie. There she is. Thumb pistols in the pockets. Ready to go with some sort of suede jacket combo. What do we got on the bookshelf? Amazing Places, 1,000. I don't know what that it says. 1,000. I can't really read that. Anyway, there they are. Is she in the safe house? Gabby just posted a potential safe house visit photo. So let's go to Gabby right here. We're going to spend the next hour hanging out. There she is. The cousin Jesse warned you not to date. Of course. Cousin Gabby. All right. Whose birthday is it? We have some birthdays in the chat room. Very nice. I know we have some pregnant women. We have a new grandma. Got a lot of fun things happening out there, so glad to have you guys with me today. If there's any topics you want to discuss, just let me know. Here's Gabby sipping on an espresso. Public service announcement. There is no X in espresso. No X in espresso. Just an espresso, not an espresso. If you want a fast espresso, you could ask for an extra fast espresso, but it's still not called an espresso. Although, maybe there's a business opportunity there to create instant espresso and call it espresso. Either way, let's espresso our fingers onto that like button, and there they are. Gabby's posting some Instagram stories there, She knows her angles, as we all do. Get up on those tippy toes. Possible safe house visit, nobody knows. Is she single? We'll have to see how it goes. There they are. A belfie. Remember those? Butt selfies? I mean, technically it's not a selfie. Either way, digressing. More Than You See says, let's see who cries this week. Let me tell you, it's going to be Rachel and Gabby. This is the post-baked beans photo. When you have a little... this is the flatulent angle. Okay, so let's get right into it. You guys want to watch some trailers? Played a few of these earlier today. Let's see what they've got here. Bachelorette ABC. Give me a second here. We're going to turn this music off. And let's get to a trailer. You can call the voicemail line if you want. If anyone has any pressing info. Otherwise, we'll do the voicemail line this evening after the show, 10 p.m. East Coast. But by all means, feel free to call in. Also, live stream rules. No name calling. If you don't like someone's opinion, that's fine. Just, keep it calm. No creeps. Done with those. And super chats appreciated. Yeah, feel free to send a super chat. No need, but feel free. You can do that. I won't stop you. All right, let's go to the Instagram, of course, of Bachelorette and see what they have going on here for a possible.
Today is going to be so amazing,
Johnny.
So fun. My connections
Look at that hair she's got.
So fast, and it makes me more sure of moving forward into big weeks like hometowns. I feel so hopeful for the future.
So, Logan?
Game of Roses in the chat. How are you, buddy?
Is he sleeping?
Big Uncle Jess.
Hey.
Hey, Tasha, do you have any clothes on? I'd love to get your opinion on this wardrobe. Are you dressed? All right, Tasha's naked. I wanted to see what she thought of this.
Yeah. You got a second to chat?
Sure.
Okay.
Plunging V-neck.
I know you're really excited about tonight. I know how important it was. I know
Tell your
that you're
face,
looking
Jesse.
forward to it with, obviously, hometowns on the horizon. But we do have a bit of a situation with one of your guys.
A kerfuffle.
We have to cancel tonight's cocktail party.
Yeah. Bachelorette's tonight on ABC.
I think today.
Let's watch this one more time. Did we have a wardrobe malfunction? I'm not really good at the pausing, but I don't mean to be a creep because I said no creeps, but ABC's very. By the way, the hair. I love the look, the messy hair look here. She looks like she did her hair on the deck of the cruise ship. During windy season, we called it the Mistral season in France.
Is he sleeping?
All right. The Game of Roses has a pregame today. Good to know. How does that work? How come they never invited me? Good to see everyone out there. So, I guess I just missed it. I wanted to see if there was a wardrobe malfunction. I guess not. All right. Let's go to trying to play some more videos here. Let's see what we have here.
Gabby, what's going on today?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Come on, give Mama a hug. The date card says, let's take our love to the edge. The edge of what?
Oh my God, what are we getting ourselves into?
Hi guys, I'm here
Bondage.
to whip you guys in shape.
Today we're gonna talk about bumping uglies, knocking boots,
Pumping our palmers.
getting laid, also known
Slinging our
as
spades.
sex.
You have to figure out what your safe words is.
All right. Does someone have control of Yosef's daughter? Earmuffs. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing with bondage dungeons. Bondage dungeons generally are not good audio. Like, you don't hear of too many podcasts that record in a bondage dungeon. The only way a bondage, clamps, metallic clamps, things like that reverberate a lot of the audio. I feel like a bondage dungeon would be acoustically okay if there was a lot of like Velcros and a lot of throw pillows and things like that to absorb the echo.
Yes.
Pumpkin.
Okay.
But you can hear. Can you hear the echo happening right now?
Cruise ship. Albuquerque? Asbestos. Or something like that.
I have some very nice questions for you guys. Yanni, have you slept with more than 10 women? Is it more than 10? 20?
20?
30? 100?
Pumpkin.
Want to give a shout out to all of our mothers out there breastfeeding. We have quite the contingency of pumping princesses out there. Kaylee just comments, breastfeeding mama from Nashville here. Dave, you da breast. Well, thank you so much for pumping and watching as you do. I appreciate you pumping your finger onto the like button amongst other activities as you feed your child. Thank you for being I mean, hey, who knew? I mean, you want to talk about niche markets. They always say find your niche. Mine is people at all hours of the night or in daytime who need someone to hang out with as they pump the old, as they tap the keg, as it were. The old baby keg. Anyway, Ashley says, spent 2 years breastfeeding. I breasted a lot while watching Dave. Well, who knew? Who knew breasted was a term? Pumping princesses, says Game of Roses. Yeah, I feel like we just came up with that. That's a new term we just came up with, our pumping princesses. Melissa says, Dave, you seem to speak from a certain knowledge of bondage dungeons. No, well, look, I've been tied down by my work before. Let me tell you something.
Have, like, this swag.
Girl, she don't know.
Yeah, I've been tied up at the office, let me tell you, but not too familiar with bondage dungeons, but I know a good acoustics when I see one. Lauren Kaminsky says breastfeeding isn't easy. No, I don't argue that. I'm sure it involves. I know there's nice support groups and all that. And if somehow you can tap into the live streams to be a part of that support group, we appreciate you. So let's keep that flow going with the recaps here. We're having a good time. It's always nice when our fellow peers like Game of Roses show up. It's always good to show them the real quality content we're putting out here.
Welcome to the town of Adom. This town is the cheese capital of the world. So, what do you guys say? Should we explore the town and have a little fun?
Let's do it.
You guys ready? Okay, let's go.
Hello, welcome
Pumping and
everybody
pimping.
here on the cheese market in Edam. We have a competition to be the strongest man in Edam.
Go, go, go! You guys are strong.
I'm getting cheesy today. I'm pretty lactose intolerant, but Rachel loves cheese.
Speaking of pumpkin,
therefore,
pumpkin.
This is definitely my favorite group date so far. I want a strong man, and I have 4 today.
Oh, that's nice.
It's looking easy.
Rachel's worth any test. If I have to smell like cheese the rest of the day, I'm willing to do it.
All right, there it is. Breaking news. He's willing to smell like cheese if he has to. Hey, there's nothing wrong with, smelling like cheese. You know me. I say live and let breathe. Oh, come on.
Dave.
Are we having a best of? I think we might be having a best of. We're going to keep it going. We're not doing anything too crazy. Just throwing some batting practice for you guys. We might get a little weird tonight. We'll have to see how it all goes down. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, we have a Grant Trout voicemail.
Hey, Dave, Neal, Chrissy G from Pennsylvania.
How are you?
Here we go, analyzing the video of the year 2022. Dave Neal, middle school lessons, high school picture. Grant Trout, 6'3".
Yes.
College picture, 6'1". We're thinking about negative integers.
That's right.
Then, when you do an audio, gum chewing, you might want to leave that out. Makes too much sound.
Well, look, if someone's chewing their gum, what am I going to do? Now, she's referring to the undercover video I did where I exposed the sort of odd variables of height from Grant Trout. Now, don't mind me. Let's just go back into the archives real quick here. We're in the archives. These are all the photos from Bachelor Nation News. And if you see probably somewhere, gosh, I make too much content. Who knows where it was? I found it interesting that Grant Trout played for University of California, Santa Barbara. And I was also able to Google his dad and find out that his dad had donated somewhere between $100,000 to $1 million to Santa Barbara. Now, does that mean he's actually not a good basketball player? No, I'm sure he's a fine basketball player. I just, found it odd that not only did he star and a high school level basketball team financed by his father, but he also starred in college and had, the luck of the draw that his dad was able to also donate to that school. Must be nice. Hey, it's all right. It's not his fault. You got to look at it this way. If someone was born and raised rich, it's not their fault. But then again, my whole thought is this, like, if you've never, like, really worried about paying the bills, or if you've never really worried about, like, where the next rent check's going to come from, or trying to, overcome adversity, if you've never had any of these huge plights, I just wonder what kind of, like, how good of a motivational speaker can you possibly be? The best motivational speakers are the guy who was, strapped down in a bondage dungeon, broke out of his mind, addicted to this, and overcame that, and, those are the motivational ones, not the guy who started, 92 steps into the 100-meter dash, right? That's what privilege really is, folks, And not to say that I start at the starting line myself, I do come from single mom club, food stamp Dave, but, hey, there's always people that have it better, and there's always people that have it worse. But it's what you do with what you have. That's what really matters. Okie dokie. What else do we have going on? We got a lot of people that have been joining the Dave Neal's community. Boy, I wish there was more Bachelor stuff to talk about, but we're kind of light on the news here. We're up to 1,800 members. I think it might look good when we hit 2,000. I haven't really pushed the Facebook community that hard, just because it's like, be there if you want to be there. But it's been a really nice place to source a lot of the material that we have. So that's where we are in between the other videos we're making.
Monday, love is blooming.
Can we accept this tulip?
But who came to Amsterdam for the red light?
My parents said don't bring her.
There has been a situation.
This is just when it gets so hard.
Monday, love is...
Kaylee said, love Rachel so much, but why she got some rasp in her voice? Well, they work late, they're traveling, maybe they're talking in loud bars, Hey, it's a business. It is a business. What do we got going on? Game of Roses says Bachelor commentators supporting Bachelor commentators. Absolutely. You absolutely gotta. So let's see what we have left here for promotional videos. We don't have much.
I have these overwhelming feelings of this all becoming so real and also getting really hard.
The constant rejection.
How are you feeling? Because I want you to get what you need out of this.
You don't deserve feeling like these guys aren't here for you. And I want you to see that.
And I love you.
I love you.
The Bachelorettes. All right, yeah. And how exciting. I'm trying to go back to the chat here. Ashley S. says, I'm excited for my one glass of wine for the week. There you go. Are you making sure you're not overindulging? Is that what's happening here? You say, do what makes you happy. And by the way, does this go down as one of the most all-time sexy photos that we've ever seen in Bachelor Nation? This is, seriously, this is, you know what I mean? Because here, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to sound like a creep here. It's all about the anticipation, right? They haven't kissed yet. They're they're swapping blackheads. She's got her hands on the back of his hair. You know what I mean? There's no room for the Holy Spirit. Let me tell you something about the Holy Spirit. He or she, they, the Holy Spirit is they. They require more than this amount of space, and they were left behind. They didn't have their passport to travel on this trip here. No Holy Spirit on the cruise line. But either way, hands safely nestled in the lower back. No funny business here. And, of course, that's where it's at. So will he be her first mate? We'll have to see how it goes on the landing strip there. But I say, one of the sexiest photos I have seen in Bachelor Nation, but that's just me. Here we go. A nice meme here of GABBY doing the fish slap, which we've talked to a few Belgians, and they say this actually is not a tradition. Does not happen, so what can you do there? Celeste says, this is smoking, Dave. I agree. Very smoking. Kayla says, a good drinking game would be every time GABBY shakes her head and says, yeah, during a conversation, take a shot. Yeah, that would leave me very, very inebriated. Angel has a serious question. Does Madison Prewett and her fiance know that we know that she don't know? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Let's go back. This wasn't the actual video that I wanted. So we got the video here of... I'm trying to find where their latest... Madi said yes. Breaking news. How it happened. And then where's the next Madi video that we have? How it went down? Could this be it? I thought we already watched this one. So we got them there doing the thing. Let's see.
And then later that night said, Mom, I think he's the one.
All right, that proves my point. If a lady says a guy's trouble... It's because she wants to hook up with him fast. Oh, you're trouble. I'm on a purity, no sex for 30 days thing. And then you meet a guy and he's like, hey, how are you? And you're like, ooh, boy, I'm in trouble. You've made my loins feel things we've never felt before.
But do y'all want to know? Y'all want to know what sealed the deal for her?
No.
Tell them. I get in the car.
So we have the most incredible, just amazing conversation, so life-giving, so challenging, so inspiring, like you said. I had never met someone that had my same level of passion and woo. Like this man was just going. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm blown away. But then there's this part of me that was like, okay, but does he have like this swag? Like, does he have...
She don't know.
Does he have...
Hold on. If that's not... So that was my instant reaction right there. My instant reaction. That was, it's one thing to hear the soundbite. It's another to hear it fully in context there. Now, the one thing I wanted to check out on here is we got how it went down. But where would the next one be? Where's the next Madi video? So much content we're making here. Madi exposed by... Oh, it must be this one. Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here. Stand-up comedy. Them, but instead their management team. Yeah, like I'm sure Madison also, like, I'm sure, all joking aside, she wasn't aware of Sheehan's horrible practices with their slave labor, their misappropriating and stealing of other cultures and all that jazz. But, let's just, let's learn from those mistakes and move forward, right? So Brianna said, and we're not here to expose any rumors, my boyfriend or best friend went to high school at Grant Trout, said he was a total druggie and slapped the girls' butts in the halls. Here's the deal, Brianna, we can't confirm that, so we can't run with that rumor, but I feel like that would be the type of thing that maybe your BF could speak to somebody if they... I mean, I don't know at this point, I don't know what good that does, but interesting. Was it a private school? Did they go to a private school there? So I wanted to, this actually isn't the video. The video in question, I just can't find. I'm telling you what, this is the flaw when you make so many good videos, is that you just can't even figure out where the actual content is. Because there's so many, and I don't have anyone that can, I don't have any producers that can help me out here. But let's just see if we can. It wasn't in this how it went down. Maybe it was. Maybe this is. Maybe it was later on in this video that we discussed. No, it's gone. All right. Well, we don't have it. Kaylee says, is it 100% confirmed that Rachel Kirkconnell is not pregnant? I don't like to speculate on people's fertility. The rumors came from a Matt James Instagram post. So I think he wanted to get the, so I think Matt James wanted to get the, what do you want to call it? Hype for his, traction for his video. So I don't think there was any truth behind it. All right, let's just listen to this voicemail.
My name is Lucretia. I'm from Nashville. I'm
Nashville.
calling about the story that Reality Steve did about the woman with the receipts about Nate.
Yes.
I just think that it's ridiculous. Move on. Move on. He didn't tell you about the child. Y'all are not together anymore. No need for you to warn anybody. Gabby will find out on her own.
All right. Yo, no, I appreciate it. And of course, this voicemail was from a few days ago. Thank you. Lucretia, is that how you pronounce it, from Nashville? Thank you so much for the voicemail. What's interesting, and we're going to have more of this tomorrow, but Reality Steve went on a nice little defense over what another professional podcast was saying about him. They kind of conflated a lot of things that he's doing and sort of implied that he's got an intent behind his motivation to platform what turns out to be hard copy receipts of a guy that was two-timing a couple ladies here. So this is what we're going to have more on this tomorrow.
We'll
but
bring up the
quick preview.
Nate story again, just real briefly. You already know what the story is and whatnot. And yes, it was brought to my attention. Yet another podcast that spent a lot of time making me that story, which is just absurd. At no point was I should not be a topic in this Nate story, okay? Let's be.
Now that's what I agree with, is that the podcast that was that did a little do-si-do on Reality Steve tried to make it about him. He used his platform to share somebody else's story, but in the end, it was the other person. They could have put it on a Tumblr. They could have sent the story to Bachelor Nation Scoop. They could have done a number of things with the story. They gave it to Reality Steve because they knew they trusted how he would handle the story. And he did multiple forms of vetting, so he didn't just run with the story. He waited several weeks. I think he probably spent about a month working on it. Just go back and forth, all the screen grabs and things like that. So if the ladies didn't have any receipts about how things went down, then he probably wouldn't have much to share. But he just shared their story. I mean, they could have just sent it to Demois. They could have done a whole number of things with it. Reality Steve was not the story.
Be really clear here. I let Kelsey and Laree tell their story on my website. I'm not the story. I am not the one who was playing two women. I'm not the one who went on a date on Valentine's Day in 2021 and sent flowers to somebody else on the same day. Like, this has nothing to do with me. Why am I being brought into this story as I'm the person that's in the wrong here? It's ridiculous. Like I said, I'm very well aware of what the Bachelor Party podcast said. I'm very disappointed in what they said. I think it was irresponsible. I think it was ignorant. I think it was reckless. And frankly, it was factually incorrect. And I let Emma know, as I left you on Friday, she hadn't responded to my text. She did. I don't need to share you what she said in that text, but I did tell her that there is a point where I might break it down a little further in terms of what they said. I haven't decided yet.
I think what's good... Look, you can have all your opinions, like Lucretia, do I have your name right? Lucretia said, let's just get over it, let Gabby find out. Some people want to know these things, some people don't. I think what inspired the women to come forward was they saw Nate being painted in a way that in a very recent past, they just disagreed with that. They said, that's not the Nate we all knew. You're making, and I think what's important is, don't expect these guys or girls or anyone to be perfect, and don't expect them. They're not going to be a perfect hero. They're not going to be a perfect villain. They're going to be great on their best days and shitty on their worst, and that's most people. But what happened with that podcast is you have the host of, and I made a video on this. We already talked about it, but you have a host of this podcast. She just got so much wrong straight from the beginning. And we're talking about this because, frankly, there isn't too much else going on. I'm going to have a full story tomorrow. Journalist slams reality.
I honestly have.
Journalist slams reality Steve. Hold on one second. Journalist slams reality Steve and sent some kind of interesting accusations his way.
I think the marriage piece of it is totally.
Let's go back to the beginning here.
Off, but I just.
Has not been well received by those on Reddit. A lot of people said, wow, you're going to accuse him of making this content because he's got a potential bias against people of color. We'll play this. We're going to get into it. And let's give these commentators the benefit of the doubt and the grace that they want us to give Nate. Let's give it to them as well and hear them out and see what they have to say about the story.
I don't even know if I should call him notes. I don't really know what to call them. Reality Steve had been teasing that he had dirt on one of the contestants. And he was like, I told you I wasn't going to do this anymore. This is my Reality Steve voice. Said I was going to back off, but I just felt like people had to know this.
Okay, so that's not true. Okay, what Reality Steve said was, I'm not going to share information unless people put their face and name to it. So the reason why I watch these pieces of content and pause them because we're trying to, and again, I'm no arbiter of truth here. I'm better than anyone else. But if we're going to do podcasting where we're doing heavy topics, and in this case, say, pointing the finger at Reality Steve saying you have a bias against black contestants on the show without sharing any receipts whatsoever, it's dangerous. Now, people have said and left comments, and I've watched them that say, hey, we all have biases. We all have an implicit bias towards people. Like, absolutely. We have so many things going on in our brain that are hardwired from previous genetic code to growing up with parents a certain way and our teachers. We have so many imprints. But two white women on a podcast accusing Reality Steve of having an opinion targeting someone on the show because of their color without any receipts there is a dangerous and flippant precedent to set. Again, we'll break this down more tomorrow. So when you talk about Reality Steve and how he covered this, his mind was blown because he knew this person and he said, I've done their podcast, they've done mine. It just didn't make sense to him here. Because as we know, we covered this story. Reality Steve left his opinion out of it. He left his opinion out of it and said, here are their stories.
I don't know. I might just be like, whatever. I don't agree with it. And I think it's false accusations that they were making towards me. And clearly they haven't followed my work whatsoever. At any point in the last 15 months, they haven't listened to or read a damn word that I've said or written.
Whoa.
So what's the point of even going after these people? You listen to it yourself, and then you determine if you think that they handled everything perfectly and they were on the ball with all their details.
Now, so he says, what's the point of going after people? And my thought is, it's like, look, I personally am not here to shame anybody. Everyone's trying the best with the info they have and all that jazz. I'm going to pull up a photo that I was tagged in where someone actually, let me go to my Instagram here. Here's my Instagram. Very nice here, by the way. A nice video. There it is. Nice video of me at the beach last Saturday. Found a Choco Taco at the beach, frozen. The ice cream guy gave me a Choco Taco. There's Marlena Welsh saying OMG Choco Taco. So there it is, living my best life. No more Choco Tacos before my wedding. So anyway, I was tagged in this. Oh, now I can't find it. But I wonder if they had deleted it. Here it is. So someone felt, now this is the podcast, right? It's on The Ringer. I don't know what The Ringer's worth. How about this? The Ringer net worth, Bill Simmons. I don't know. Let's just look it up. Bill Simmons' net worth is $19 million. He is an American sports analyst, author, podcaster, and former sports writer who is the founder and CEO of the sports and pop culture website The Ringer. So that doesn't mean The Ringer's worth that much. How much does The Ringer make? The Ringer's annual entry-level salary is $40,000. Okay, so who is the highest paid podcaster? So those are the highest paid podcasters there. The Ringer's not going to be on there. Either way, point being, it's a major. So this net worth says he's worth $70 million. Either way, it's a major company, The Ringer, and they have the podcast that has Rachel Lindsay and a whole bunch of other podcasts. And the host of Bachelor Party podcast, I believe, is a producer on The Ringer. Hockey Hawks tagged me in this. This is a master class in lack of journalistic integrity and nepotism. Where do I even start? It even feels like an extension of the Sauce Wars due to Juliet Littman's close ties to Bachelor producers and the fact that Bachelor Party Pod sometimes sounds like an unofficial Bachelor franchise podcast, since Juliet enjoys upholding the lies that the Bachelor producers are trying to spread. It even feels like fire is going to freeze over, since Juliet and Emma Lady Rose are major gossipers, but never thumbs down. Okay, the emojis are killing me. They're critical of Reality Steve, gossiping about Nate, but wherein Steve actually has receipts. This is hypocritical and makes me lose respect for Julia and Emma as well as their respective podcasts. I have on several occasions sworn on oath to stop listening to Bachelor Party because of Juliet's bullying comments about contestants such as Katie Thurston and Blake, but have backtracked since Juliet sounds and talks so much like my sister whom I love. But this time I might actually hold my oath. I used to really like Juliet work, but the quality has been getting worse, and I have discovered podcasts like Game of Roses and Rosecast, which do much better objective analysis and are more entertaining and funnier. Plus, that Bachelor Clues, Pace Case, and Rib and AB never serve the sauce. I don't know what's that emoji. Big thanks to Dave Neal, who has a very objective analysis of Steve's journalistic work on uncovering the lies of Nate. Kudos also to Bachelor Fantic for great YouTube recaps. And my whole thought there, like I said, the beef is not with the people. I don't know a thing about Juliet or Emma or any of those people. The beef is that they immediately got the podcast wrong when they were accusing him of behaving a certain way because of the color of people's skin. Gosh, guys. When I sent a voice note to Reality Steve, and I was like, I don't mean to overreact on this, but this seems like a bad precedence if we're going to be, if as podcasters and if as content creators, we're not going to uphold each other to the highest levels. Now, call me out. There are times when I've crossed a line on clickbait where I've gone like, oh geez, did I add to misinformation? There are times when you can audit my channel and say, oh Dave, you're sensationalizing something, but like, are we really going to accuse somebody of something that's pretty serious like that based on what? Based on what they have done in the past? No, look, journalism, and call it what you want, but what Reality Steve does in part is share his opinion, but he also breaks news within the community. That is a journalist, folks. No matter how you want to paint it, that's what that is. And in the past, he's gotten things wrong. And as we know, the old Brian Williams, you get something wrong, they either fire you, you lose your credibility for a long time, and you can slowly build that back up. Well, it's been 15 months since Reality Steve has shared a story of like salacious sort of content the way this is. He had their names attached to it. And I think he did a good job. And I think he should take a victory lap on that. And I think he should demand an apology. I really do. I don't know if that's overreacting, but it's just the principle to me that I look at it and I go, this seems, I'll play his full clip tomorrow. But if anyone wants to call in on any Bachelor Nation topics, let me know. Teresa said, Steve had a recent girlfriend for a while. They broke up not too long ago. Oh, that's too bad. We know Steve's recovering from his Achilles surgery. And if people think I'm playing sides, you guys know I'm trying my best. When Nick Viall got it wrong in my eyes, and I think the majority of people, with Katie Thurston, we called him out. Today we made a video, if you didn't catch my earlier content, where we had Nick kind of getting called out by several people for why he shouldn't give advice. We have Jordan comes at Nick here, and the idea was Nick shouldn't give a dating advice because he's an F-boy. And then there's this other article here that says, who told Nick he's qualified to give relationship advice for a living? I'm so tired. And my thought is, it's like, look, scrolling with Sophie Ross, whoever this is, by all means, write your Substack, share your article, but like, this is where we talk about the free market. Like, Nick's not hurting anybody by giving his dating advice. Some might call it whatever you want. A lot of people like it. He's building his career on that. So I don't know. When I look at things like this, I say, all right, call it. I'm going to call it as I see it, or at least try my very best to. And with someone like Nick, he's got the home, baby. He's got that $1.62 million home that he got from being on a dating reality show. And if it were that easy to do, we'd see the hundreds of other contestants do the same thing. And it's really a very small group. It's a very small group that earn a full-time living commenting on the show. Now, and people had said in the comments, what if, there's some misogynistic guy, I think his name's Andrew Tate, and someone said, well, he shared this other guy, a very problematic guy. He shares content, and it's a free market. And you go, well, yeah, but if you're sharing content that's spewing hate and grifting and things like that, that's one thing. I think Nick genuinely believes what he's saying, and I think he's trying the best to share work that he's done. Do I think he's a perfect guy? No, but like, who is? All right. We really don't have much going on here. It's so hard. It's such sensitive topics that it's very hard to read your comments and also offer any sort of opinions on them. So let's go back to the Bachelorette page and see if there are any other previews we're missing here. Oh, that's not a preview here, just some photos from last episode. Here they are. Let's see. On the boat. There's Gabby. Is that a jumpsuit? No, I thought that was a jumpsuit. I love a good denim jumpsuit. Maybe I should get a denim jumpsuit. On Denim Dave. Yeah, like I should get like a nice mechanics kind of Jay Leno style. I feel like we've seen all of these. There's really nothing left. We got the dungeon one. Let's go check out the voicemail system. And maybe I'll play some music for you guys because I just need to take a second here to catch my thoughts. Teresa said, grocery store Joe's sauce is going to get more pricey. There's a tomato shortage. Fun fact, dry, no rain drought in California grows a quarter of the tomatoes. All right, yeah, we have a drought happening here in sunny Southern California. It has been the hottest heat wave here. All right, so let's check out some other news here in the Bachelor world. We've got Logan deleted his Instagram and did a refreshing. I don't know what that means. Bachelorette drinking game. Take a drink every time Rachel is upset, crying. Gabby says, yeah, Logan is mentioned. Yeah, we're going to have Logan mentioned a lot. Let's go back to the beginning of BachelorNation.Scoop's page today and see what we're missing. Here's the Caitlin Bristow story. She called people nasty because they were being mean to her online. I get it. Let's see here.
I've actually got a weedy.
All right, hold on one second. So the reason we made the earlier content here was because what Jordan Kimball had to say.
For this, but I would not go taking advice continually from Mr. Nick Viall is never going to make it down the aisle. Dude's never going to make it down the aisle. Stop taking dating advice from him. Peter Pan has never had a better example of who to follow. So
I actually didn't apply.
And it's such a simple. It's so simple. If Nick gives such bad advice, people wouldn't watch it. I mean, it's the internet. He's performing within the terms and services of TikTok. Let him be. But then again, Jordan can shout him out too, and Jordan can knock him. All right, here. What else do we have?
You have to be dumb to think that like you would go on this show and something else isn't going to happen in your life. Like it's just part of it now. So I feel like if anyone says like it never crossed my mind that maybe my life would change or it never.
All right.
How's this whole thing going for you? Is this thing working?
I mean, I definitely think it's working for both of us. I think it is for sure for me. Yeah. We are getting to the point where we're involving families, and I do want to be sure moving into next week.
All right, let's actually watch this whole clip here.
For you, is this thing working?
I mean, I definitely think it's working for both of us. I think it is for sure for me. Yeah. We are getting to the point where we're involving families, and I do want to be sure moving into next week. I think today I'm bringing Zach, and he was one of my first one-on-ones.
I feel like Zach's really stepped up for you.
I know.
You think love's in the air for you? How you feeling?
I think so. I think.
By the way, these comments don't bother me when I get one of them. But when I get a varying form of passive-aggressive, stick to linen shirts, Dave, if we're going to tell jokes, add a winky face to them if they're funny. Otherwise, I read them as if it's someone being mean to me.
A little too much.
I just have like a big day with Nate, and I think our connection is kind of palpable.
Big decisions coming up. A lot on the line.
Nate does have a daughter, so I have to think about both of them when I'm making decisions.
I know these are big dates, so I wish you both the best.
I take the potential of being a mom so seriously. Knowing that he's a dad, that makes me love him even more.
Whoa, so there they are. That's coming up tonight. No, I don't. Look. To answer some of the comment sections, I don't think Nate's a bad guy. I don't think Nate's. But like I said, no one's as good as the edit's going to make you. No one's as worse as the edit. No one's as bad as the edit's going to make you. Zachary Reality said, what did I miss? Not too much, Zachary. We are in the bottom of the barrel. We're really scraping by right about now. Not much going on. 9 minutes left in the chat. We'll do a lot of voicemails after tonight's episode here, but not too much. I wanted to get to, let's go back to BachelorNation.Scoop's Instagram story. I'm trying to think what it was we were looking at just a few minutes ago. Let's go back here. I'm having a hard time. I think Instagram's messed up. I don't think this is me. Yeah, hold on. Let's just refresh this. We're having an issue here. Instagram's all over the place. All over the place. Oh boy. Oh boy here. Hold on. View story. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Gorilla said, yeah, isn't Dave's shirt fantastic? No, it's like, first of all, this was a gift from one of you guys. It's Rose, and it's appropriate. But, like, I can't tell you. And don't get so mad. I'm not. It's just annoying. It's just a nonstop annoying. All right. Hey, but look, we got no problem in our community with Madi Prewett. We really don't. Let's watch.
Analogy of one day when I'm getting married and
but a lot of echo. The Lord needs a better sound guy.
I'm walking down the aisle. I'm not going to be thinking about on the way when I'm getting ready to marry this person that I've waited for and prayed for my whole life. I'm not going to be like, dang it. Now there's all these people I can't talk to. I can't go on any more dates.
Wow.
This is going to stink. Like, I am like sprinting down the aisle. I'm like, I can't wait.
So
like,
good.
I'm so excited to do life with you because look what I'm getting. And that's how I view my relationship with the Lord. It's like, no, there's not all these things that I can't do and all these things I have to give up. I'm like, I get Jesus. I think about the analogy of one day.
Swag. Girl, she don't know.
Running down the aisle. Hey, there you go. Look, I'm okay with that.
Pray.
Oh, she's got she's got the Phantom of the Opera musical theater.
In
mic.
1 Thessalonians, it talks about how we should rejoice always and pray continually and always give thanks to the Lord in all circumstances.
I would pray just to be able to say Thessalonians. Thessalonians is I guess I just nailed it the first try. So look, we're happy for them. Keep doing their thing. Healthy intentions. Healthy intentions, daily time with the Lord, mindful eating, and promoting Shein, a company that profits off of slave labor. You know, just daily healthy intentions. Come on, we're kidding. Hey, cash your paycheck. Do what you got to do. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Zachary, are you going to come to the wedding weekend? Are you going to maybe what if we got Zachary Reality to be the minister there? Can we do that? Sherry said, Dave, your focus on the quality of other people's video and sound equipment isn't worthy of you. Please elaborate. I'm taking that as a criticism. I personally enjoy commenting on other people's sound quality. That is that actually fills up my love well. I think it's fun to do. But you can elaborate further so I don't take offense to it if that wasn't your intention. But Elizabeth said, I would pray just for her to stop using that dramatic voice. Hey, well, maybe Maddie will be inspiring other people to pray to, regardless of what their intentions are for. I'm trying to, Zachary Reality is doing coverage on the wedding. Yeah, Zachary Reality reporting from the dance floor here. We're getting jiggy with it, as we do. Oh yeah, I could for sure rock a denim jumpsuit. Let's just see, men's denim jumpsuit. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's there's certain seasons you can't pull off the denim jumpsuit. I wonder if I could go sleeveless denim. I don't know which one would be good. Men denim boiler suit in mid-wash blue. I kind of feel like I would do better in the light blue. I tell you what, though, what started as a joke might be something plausible there. We might. Now, what shoes does the guy wear here? I can't. Trying to get the cookies done. Oh, you got to wear boots. Yeah, I guess you got to wear boots. That's not a bad price. I don't know. I don't really like the collar right here. This feels like a late night stream right now. You know what I mean? This kind of feels. We got 5 minutes left. Zach said, "Did I talk about Logan clearing out his Instagram?" I didn't really quite understand what the story was there. Logan decided to get rid of a bunch of his old photos, some photos that he's tagged in. I feel like if there was anything problematic, it would have been stuff he already got rid of. So I personally, I mean, you know, I don't hate it. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like that what we've done is we've basically created, but thanks for asking. We've basically created a foolproof history of all the stupid choices we've ever made and given each other the ability to find new ways to slam each other. You know, back in the day, you learned your lesson. You go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was such a this or that or whatever. And you might think I'm sounding like an apologist right now, but I just, you know how it is. It's like, look, is it much of a story that he decided right now he's going to private all of his other things? Does his story end really badly tonight? I don't think so. I don't think so, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, trying to read some of your comments. Oh, Lee. All right, well, hey, that's my fault then. Lee says, I don't think anyone was saying they don't like your shirt. They said stick to the linen shirt in response to the denim jumpsuit. Well, then my apologies. Here's part of the problem, if I sound snappy, is that I read your comments, and it's no one's fault, but I'll read your comments maybe minutes after I've said things, and I have to access parts of my brain I no longer remember. All right. I thought, but it's not your, da-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. And they give us, Teresa said, it's because the network has so much money and they give us crap audio and video, but rumor has it their podcasts are way down in views per an inside scoop on another podcast I watch. Oh yeah, no, their podcasts do not turn a profit. No way. And the reason I make fun of their audio is because, yeah, they're a multi-million-dollar company serving us slop. And if you go to a restaurant and the food sucks, let them know, hey, your food sucks. Your audio sucks. They could easily foot the bill and give us better content, and they don't. They just don't. All right, so one or two more comments, and then we're going to get out of here. You guys know where to find me. We've got the discourse available if you want to chat during the episode. I will pull that up for you guys right now. To find the discourse is Discord. If you want to have some discourse on the Discord, go to my Linktree, which is a link in my description here, linktree.com/Dave Neal. And from there, you got the Patreon, PayPal, the YouTube channel. By the way, I do have so much other content. Oh, that's not it. I'm trying to think of where all my other... I've got a new vlog up on the Dave Neal vlog channel. You guys can go check that out. If you want to watch the puppos, there I am. We went to a Basset Hound day, so tons of Basset Hounds. Let me see if you guys can find the... try to find the aerial shots here. There's Queen Tasha with King Boone getting these good scritchies on with good scritchies. And that video is available on Dave Neal Vlogs. And again, the Patreon has... I'm trying to see. I've got this video up on the Patreon. I can't share any of the audio because I swear the whole video. Let me tell you this. All right, so I'm not kidding. I literally was trying to find a clip of this. I can't. I just nonstop swears last night. If you have a problem with profanity, just don't watch this. But otherwise, it's available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Okay, so there it is. I'm not kidding when I say there's a lot of swears going on. Alrighty, well, let's get some jams to end out the show, and we're going to get out of here. You guys have an excellent one. I will see you all in 2 hours, all right? Have fun. Bye. All right, we're buying a denim jumpsuit. It's official. It's a business expense. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll see you in a couple hours. Bye.
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know.